Hi there, I'm Daphne Walbridge, and welcome to today's coaching. I'm from the first year principal, and I help new principals not only survive, but thrive as educational leaders. And I do this by focusing on conscious leadership, creativity, and connection. So, welcome to today's talk. Let me know as you're signing in where you're listening from. And make sure to leave your thoughts as video progresses because I love looking back and connecting with you afterwards so we can keep the conversation going. So this month, we're in October, we're going to be talking about wellness and emotional well-being for principals. We have now survived and gone through the first month of this unusual start to a school year. And I wanted to take some time to check in with you and see how you're holding up and offer certain strategies and tools to help you move forward on your journey. So today we're going to be talking about how to bring about change and deal with change with your staff in the most effective, efficient way possible, where everyone feels empowered and in control, and they get a sense that they know where they're coming from, and they're coming from a place of where they feel safe. And I accidentally stumbled across or upon this strategy as I was starting my new role as a supervisory officer within my board. And if you're from the States, listen to this, a supervisory officer in Ontario is like being an assistant superintendent in the States. So of course, as a supervisory officer, one of my main mandates is to support principals. And as I was starting my new career, my new journey, one of my principals asked me if they could have a daily check-in. And so this is what I want to talk to you about as a principal, how you can help alleviate stress, anxiety caused by change with your staff. And I want to do a little bit of a deeper dive on the importance of having regular check-ins with your staff. So let's go and see what this looks like in greater detail. Okay, here we have it. So if you're a new principal, or you don't have to be a new principal for this to be a reality for you, you started your year and this is what you felt like and how your staff also felt, because they felt like they were in a tunnel, they had no answers, and they simply wanted to know what was going to happen, right? Where were they going? What protocols were in place? How would they be greeting their students? What safety measures would be also set up for everyone? So it's almost like banging your head against the wall. And my principals felt the same way, because one day some information was being sent out by our ministry, one ministry, and then the other ministry had other information, and then the other ministry, so the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Labor, everybody had their own guidelines, and we had to find a way to filter it and find a way of implementing it within our own board. So I'm sure this is something you had to experience as well as a principal, trying to relate important information to your staff. Now, if this is the reality, which I know it is, one of my principals recommended to me, why not have daily check-ins? So this was what we did, right? I'm just going to lower the screen here, and this is what we did. We started having daily check-ins with ourselves, where all the principals would gather around a virtual table like this, and we would share, we would ask questions, we would share problems that were arising. People would ask questions, I would take down notes, and then if I didn't have the answers, which was quite often, I didn't have all the answers, I would go and get them the answers needed, and then come back to them either through email or the next day with our live, we have Teams or Zoom, same thing. through our virtual meeting. So as a principal, the best way to navigate change and lower stress and anxiety with your staff is to do these daily check-ins. Now, if you're worried about unions and time and all that because of prep time and all that, this was not mandatory. It was by invitation. So if you didn't have any questions and you felt that things were under control, you did not have to attend. But everyone attended because they were curious and they had questions and they wanted to make sure they weren't missing out. So this would be the same mindset your teachers would have as well, right? Especially during times of pandemics or during these huge transitions where we really need to be aware of any new development, and or there might be some aha moments as you share ideas and you do brain dumps and you brainstorm together. Sometimes you might find that a new question arises and then you find a solution with your peers. So this is a really, really rich strategy. It's a fabulous strategy because these daily check-ins with your staff will help lower anxiety, lower stress, it will clear up communication, and it will help your staff feel in control, and they'll feel at peace. And when they're in this state of mind, they're able to better focus on their students and preparing high quality lessons. So this is something really important. It also makes sure that everybody's on the same page, and it also unifies. These little daily check-ins is like a safety blanket, a safety net for your staff, especially for those members in your staff, and you know who they are, who have a little bit more difficulty tolerating change. These daily check-ins will be like a safety net for them, and it will help them just basically survive and keep their anxiety low. So I'm going to go back to my full screen here. So that was basically what I wanted to share with you today. It's a strategy that I put into practice kind of accidentally with the help of one of my principals, and I found it to be fantastic. People felt united, they felt like they weren't isolated, they felt that they had constant support, and that is priceless, especially during these uncertain times. So they knew that this was a consistent check-in where they could just have this virtual space of support and connection. So I would love to know what you think of this approach, if you've ever had to do these daily check-ins, either as a principal or in another field in your work, and how it's worked out for you. I'd love to get your thoughts on this. The other thing I like about this approach is that it's kind of like, it's kind of like when you fail fast, learn fast. So with these daily check-ins really allow you to course correct immediately. And if you wait too long before you have these meetings, a lot of miscommunication can happen, a lot of errors can pop up, and then frustrations and tension will just arise. So you're better to do these daily check-ins to course correct each and every day, and as a result, lower anxiety and ensure quick wins with your staff. Okay, so that is all for this week's training. Please leave your thoughts down below, and if you know someone who is starting off or who is struggling as a first-year principal and who needs this extra coaching and support, send them over to this page and let them see these videos so they can take in this information and hopefully thrive as a first-year principal. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. See you next week. Bye-bye.